Hello and welcome to Working as Intended, your twice weekly World of Tanks and a live stream. I'm Cabbage Mechanic. With me, as always, is Tragic Loss.
Hello. How are you
Hi.
guys?
Oh yeah, how are you? I don't have chat open, so I can't tell how they're doing.
It seems like everyone is doing all right. A lot of people talking about the Sturmtiger event. We got a couple people wondering if when our stream is gonna start, which is really.
When is our stream gonna start?
Right about now.
Okay. All right. Well. So yeah, I told you guys last week that there was going to be something pretty cool happening, and as you have found out, we have launched the next phase of our anniversary event, and we'll soon be launching the Sturmtiger mode.
Ooh.
Very excited about that. We've been asked on this little show of ours here about the Sturmtiger many dozens of times, and we've always had internal developments involving the Sturmtiger and when we would use the model that we created and how we would use the model that we created. Very happy to finally be able to share that with you all. I hope you really enjoy the mode. It is a fun, goofy time, I think. So we have the Sturmtiger event is obviously a very cool, fun thing that's going to be going on. We also have the next phase of the anniversary event, which is going to allow you to earn anniversary coins and redeem them for various rewards. We've got some new styles coming out that are really kind of fun. There's a croissant style for the M4 Revelarice. There's it's like a wooden ship style for the Skoda T40 with a crossbow on it. I mean, if you want to play the Skoda T40, at least you could look cool while doing it. I don't know if you'd want to, but if you did. And then there's not the Mutz, but the unskinned version of the Mutz. The Panzer 58 is getting a chocolate bar skin.
Chocolate.
So some very cool little customizables coming out. Keep an eye out. We will be celebrating the 10th anniversary most of the year and releasing new stuff like this for quite a while. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for those of you who have been here the whole time. Thank you so much to those of you who are brand new. It is kind of crazy, but World of Tanks is about to be 10 years old. It's been a whole decade of tanking.
How long have you been tanking, Cabbage?
I have been tanking since beta. I was a beta participant. I'm not going to lie, though. I took a few years off when I was in university.
Okay, awesome.
And I'm still bad now.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix our bot because apparently our bot is being
it was
weird.
Super broken last week.
Oh boy. All right.
Also, I can't pull up the chat.
Oh no.
Looks like a chat. I'm trying to open you up.
All right, so chatbot should be working now. You guys should be able to, if you're on Twitch, you should be able to join our platoon queue now. It is open, as far as I know. Otherwise, so the Sturmtiger event, I'm seeing a lot of questions about it. The Sturmtiger event actually starts tomorrow, so you guys will be able to play that crazy little tank starting tomorrow. It'll be really interesting. I'm really excited for this. This reminds me of the Karl event. Did you play the Karl event?
I actually missed out on the Karl event, but I've seen many accounts of it, and it does. It's kind of like a Sturmtigered version of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not quite the same style, but it's similar.
Yeah, no, so I'm super excited about the Sturmtiger event, and we still have 2 more acts left, which is really awesome. I'm pretty excited, mostly because, like, this is a lot of nostalgia for me. Like, I spent a lot of time on World of Tanks, and a lot of the stuff that we're releasing are callbacks to all of that, so, you know, there is the nostalgia factor. Really excited. So as a question for those of you who are in chat and who are listening, what is your favorite fun mode that we've introduced in the past? Whether it's Karl mode, maybe it's the 8-bit winter mode, or maybe it was the regular 8-bit mode, or maybe IS-8 balls. Whatever it is, let us know what your favorite past game event was. Ooh, Chaffee races.
Chaffee races, I think, for me too.
Yeah.
The racing in general has just been a hoot.
Awesome. So we do have quite a few people already in our platoon queue, so I'm gonna start throwing invites out. So first up, we have Voss99. If I can find the box to type in, Voss99.
I want to give, for those of you who remember the 100 Years of Tanks event, which was the first introduction of wheeled cars, that was pretty interesting too.
Oh my god, yeah.
It got a little repetitive, but it was at the time, it was super unique.
Ooh. We got Voss in the Chimera.
Voss showing off his reward tank here.
Yes, sir.
Earl on YouTube says the racist event because I listened to Initial D. Yeah. Running in the 90s.
Logan Tiberius says, I really like soccer tanks, possibly help spawn Rocket League. Yeah, I don't know how many people know this, but World of Tanks had a vehicle football mode before anyone else. This came out before Rocket League, so I don't know.
I mean, look, I got a lot of love for Rocket League, and no one here is trying to say that, they ripped the idea or anything, but we did in fact do it first.
We did do it first. Anyways, waiting for Cabbage Mechanic to ready up. We are going to be dropping into a tier 8, so those of you who are in chats, if you want to join us, all you have to do is drop in. And then if you guys want to platoon with us, I see the Haffles clan wants to know how to platoon with us. All you have to do is hop over to Twitch. If you go to Twitch, make an account if you haven't, and then you just type into our chat, type !join, and that will give you a nice little join for our bot. So I'm gonna actually throw that up on screen, and then I'll throw that until we finish this countdown to start this match.
Voss is talking trash to someone on their team here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Cabbage does need a haircut, chat. Cabbage needs a haircut real bad.
Oh,
unfortunately,
I just realized I dingled. Hold on.
You dingled?
I did dingled.
Oh, no.
I need to
I don't think you're supposed to be dingling on stream.
No, I'm not supposed to be dingling on stream. Okay. There we go. All right. Tone it down to 1920 by 1080 instead of 2560 by 1080.
Oh, the resolution was messed up.
Yeah. I always do that.
No.
I always forget about the pleb resolutions of 1920 of 1920 by 1080.
I had to drop my resolution for last Thursday.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sorry about the resolution bonking. It should be fixed now, guys.
Tragic, have you cut your hair? So I shaved my side. Like most people already know, I basically have like an undercut slash, if you guys have ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I have Sokka's haircut.
Is that your inspiration?
Surprisingly no, but now it is. Like
what Avatar: The Last Airbender character should I cut my hair to be like?
Oh no, almost got him. I think you should be Zuko.
I don't know any of the characters, but I'll take that as a compliment. Sorry, you were saying
Zuko has the best redemption arc in any show that I can remember.
I'm not gonna just go bald, chat. Do you have any idea how big my head is?
Everyone wants you to go bald.
Do you have any idea how big my head is?
You should have never asked chat. You knew it was gonna happen.
I don't know anything about this show.
Well, you need to learn because you knew this was gonna happen. They were gonna pick something that you did not want.
So you identify with your haircut?
I identify, yeah. So anybody who knows who Sokka is in Avatar: The Last Airbender, he is very silly. He is quite the comedic relief character, but he's also like headstrong and pretty smart in other ways. So he's just kind of a dingus, you know.
Monty says they'd have to call me Melon Mechanic if I went bald.
Melon Mechanic, true.
It's true. Oh, that sounds neat. I've heard really good things about the show. It's on Netflix, right? I should watch it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
All right, so we're looks like we're winning the East pretty strongly here. However, we have nobody in the West, so we might want to consider falling back to defend the Bears.
I will turn around because I'm a little quick. Sokka is my favorite character. Awesome. Sokka is a really great character. 50,000 WGNA karma points and Cabbage goes bald. I don't think Cabbage would go bald.
My forehead is. Have you seen how big my forehead is? You really want more of that?
Yeah, I mean, you could have the world's largest forehead.
Yeah, I don't know.
When is the Sturmtiger coming? So the Sturmtiger is coming in Act 3, which will start tomorrow. So this is a part of our anniversary event, which is 5 different acts, and this next one is the Sturmtiger event. It's been highly requested that we should add it to the game, but we haven't, unfortunately. Ouch, that hurt
the Sturmtiger?
Yeah.
The Sturmtiger is one of those vehicles where it's like, it would be so much fun, but at the same time, trying to balance it would be...
I feel like it'd be like a KV-5, no?
I mean, it would just basically have to one-shot things, but then take a minute to reload and be really hard to hit with.
So like the KV-5, or sorry, KV-2. KV-2.
Even more extreme.
Even more extreme, you think? Yeah.
Even more extreme than, like, yeah, the SU-100Y2 in the same kind of boat. It's just tough with some of these vehicles to put them. So like the Sturmtiger only mode is a fun way to use that vehicle.
Yeah.
In a way that we don't have to worry about it causing a nightmare for game balance for the next 5 years. The bird is doing fine, folks. She's actually preening herself right next to my webcam right now.
Aww.
For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about.
What a sweetie birdie.
I have a green sheet conure that is my annoying companion at home, and she sometimes makes appearances on the stream. We'll
Am I your annoying companion at work?
And on the stream.
You just called her your annoying companion at home, so I assume you have a work one. And
I don't know if it's you.
You don't know if it's me? Dang, I don't know if to take that as a compliment or an insult. That I'm not. That I don't
maybe
bother.
Both. Maybe both.
Both.
An insulting compliment.
A backhanded compliment, you mean?
Yeah, something like that. DJ Tony says I have a white cockatiel. Oh, nice. I gotta be honest with people. I don't recommend birds as pets.
Yeah,
but,
birds only have one love when it comes to like having people around, and so if you're not that one person, then they hate you, and
they sure can. Yeah,
that's kind of crazy to me. All right, ooh, we have quite a full platoon list, which is awesome. I'm glad to see people want to platoon with us. And up next, thank you, Voss, by the way.
Oh no,
Dead
Tommy
Man
on
Jesse.
Facebook said, "Jan, we're not entertaining him enough. What can we do to entertain him?" Oh no. Gosh. All right, I guess I'll shave my head now.
All right, get it ready. You know what you should actually do? You should have the bird preen your hair.
She won't sit on my head if I'm sitting down. She'll like sit on my head if I'm walking around, but if I'm sitting down, she just goes to the computer monitor.
Aw.
All right, thank you so much for the game, Voss, by the way. An excellent trash talk in the chat.
Excellent.
You know, followed the game rules, but got your point across. And now we got Dead Man Jesse in the LT-432.
All right. Oh, we have Oh, I just realized I probably need to swap the Azurus to me so that way people can watch.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that last Azurus question, folks. That was when I was doing the stream solo last Thursday. Matthew said, working as intended, what a great meme it would be if you only drove EBRs in the stream. Unfortunately, Matthew, when we drive EBRs in the stream, it doesn't go very well.
No, it does not.
I usually flip mine.
All right, we're doing tier 8 again, throwing ourselves into battle now. And while we're doing that, since you guys did answer that one, we're going to throw you a trivia. How many checkpoints on your tank act as a view range port? Oh, that's one of my harder ones. That's
a tough one. You have to have watched the Vision Mechanics video and memorized part to know that.
You do. This is actually probably a trick question to some people.
Yeah.
Because
Machine will be back doing the Sturmtiger event on Thursday. Sorry, Treasure.
You're all good. So you guys have to answer in the Azurus extension. So that's going to be on Twitch. You guys, I'm seeing a lot of wrong answers. I'm seeing a lot of them. Some people saying... Alright, so... 33 answered and only 6 correct. So the right answer is 2. So, on your tank, there are 7 points that count as being places where you can get spotted. However, there are only 2 that you can use to spot other people. So there's one on the front.
Are we in big head mode?
Oh, yeah, we are in big head mode. My bad. So there are several points on your tank that can see, and several points on your tank that can be spotted. So 2 are the ones that can spot other people, and then just 7 is the amount that you actually have. If you guys want to know exactly what all those points are, you should definitely watch our vision mechanics video. Seeing as a lot of people got it wrong, a lot of people should go watch that video.
It's honestly a good video to watch. I don't think I actually saw it until I've been playing the game for years, and I actually learned some very useful stuff from both the... Oof. What is that guy doing? From both the vision mechanics video and the armor penetration video. They have a lot of in-depth stuff about the World of Tanks backend that's super useful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, not the backend, the physics in play. I lost 700 health to an Object 704.
Oof,
that hurt very badly. Yes, that video is up to date. There might be a couple things in there that are a bit outdated, Old Wolf, but the basic mechanics haven't changed.
Oh no. No one shot at the Carnivorn that I tracked. Oh, and there's a defender behind me.
Ouchies.
Ouch. Whoop. Please, no. I don't want to get defendered in the butt. That would be very bad.
I just got me a standard B.
Ooh, nice. Alright.
Poplar says, hey, why do some tanks disappear sooner than others when lit? So to make it harder to guess, like for already to like predict where someone's going to be and people to make blind shots, the amount of time that you appear after spotted is slightly randomized. So sometimes if you spot people at the same time, like one will disappear, a couple. It's not a lot of time, but there is some variance in the amount of time that you remain spotted.
Yeah. There's also, you can do certain things to extend the amount of time that you can spot for, and that's generally, what's it called? Crew skills. So crew skills can extend it by, I believe, 4 seconds total. One of them requires you to look at the target that you want to have spotted. I don't remember which skill that is. The names are all weird. Yes. Oh boy. I'm surprised I haven't gotten killed. Oh, yep. Yeah.
Did you die right as you said that?
No, almost died. I'm definitely gonna die real quick here though. Yep. Lynx. That Lynx really wants me. I'm not gonna be able to defend myself against him.
I'm trying to like cover you, but I got people trying to push over the mid on top of me.
It's all good.
Hopefully our VK4502 that's full health and at base will help out.
Yep, nope.
Alright,
Wasn't much I could do.
Tuck into this corner.
Let's see. Designated target, that's what it's called. So binocs, optics, directives, improved equipment, crew skills, BIA, all adds up. Yes, you are correct. Why do some tanks... Oh, sorry. Disappear sooner than others when lit. Yeah, that's the reason why. T34 code giveaway. What T30? Oh yeah. We had code giveaways sorry, my cat wants to...
Last Tuesday, right?
Yeah, from last Tuesday. So we'll do that. I'll do that while you're playing.
While I'm carrying?
Yeah.
With 62 health, 52 health.
So I'm just gonna roll for the people. I'm gonna allow more people to sign up. So if you guys wanted to win one of the codes that I got from Ontario Regiment Museum, I'm gonna drop the link for you in chat so you can sign up. So there's the link. If you guys want to sign up, go for it. That way you can win one of the 3 codes. One of the 3 codes that we have. So is open and available and ready for you guys to sign up. We're just gonna watch Cabbage carry the game. Right? Right, Cabbage?
No, do not shoot. Illegal shooting.
Illegal shooting.
Stop it, you are being illegal.
Oh, Cabbage. Oh, Cabbage.
That's a reference to Coil, by the way. One person in chat will know who that is.
Alright. Trying to adjust your positioning on the stream.
Hey there, I was there, and Maverick, I should say, how's it going?
There we go. Whoop. There we go. Awesome. Alright, well, that was lost. That's okay. Alright.
I had a decent game.
I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes.
I try to always focus. Whenever I play a game that has, Bird is participating in the conversation, by the way. Whenever I have a game that is a lot of dependence on teammates and a lot of dependence on, RNG, you're going to have those games that are just completely out of your control. The only thing I can control is my own play, and I played pretty well that game.
True.
Top of the team.
Nice, good job. I'm proud of you. All right, we have Nature Force up next. Once we hop into game, guys, I'm going to close the responses. So if you don't respond soon, then you don't get to win. Maybe.
Yes, entries from last week should still be in there, right?
Yeah, entries from last week are still in there. Otherwise, I do recommend just input yourself again. I don't mind this time around. I will remove anybody who has inputted more than twice, though.
Going to tier 10, Nature Force busting out the Progetto. Tragic's going into her new favorite, the Leopard 1.
Ah, yes.
And I'm going to bring out my new tank, the Mouse.
Alright, Larry3 wants to know how we enter. I posted the link in chat, and we are dropping into battle now. Inputted, I know, inputted. Close enough, Alrighty.
She wants to bite my hand and make me pet her head. Publishes, I dropped the US line after 6 years. Why? Never give up on America.
Yeah, why?
No matter how bad things get.
What is wrong with you? Burb. Everyone's saying hi to the bird. Alright, I'm gonna be closing the responses now. Actually, there's a couple more people who are still responding.
So we play a game where she puts a bottle cap into a box and she gets a treat.
Alright, I'm closing the responses now.
I have a bottle cap on my desk, so she's trying to grab it and throw it off my desk in hopes that I'll give her a treat.
Aw. What a sweet babe. What a sweet babe.
There she goes.
Alright.
I think I have to go east along the peninsula, right?
Possibly.
As a mouse. I have to make my heavy presence known there.
Yeah, there's not too much else you can do, because realistically you're just a brick wall. And my cat is walking all over my work laptop, so things are closing when I don't want them to.
Captain Napalm, how's it going? I am honestly doing pretty great. Had a really busy day. Very happy to be here streaming with you all instead of dealing with more inane things.
My cat closed the chat, so I can't actually see chat right now. So
okay.
I apologize for anyone who wanted to say
We have a lot
anything.
of pet-related technical issues.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Luckily, my dogs mostly stay out of it.
Alright. Yep.
Kermit says they need to have a premium version of the M44. Counterpoint, Kermit. No.
Counterpoint. It's a great counterpoint.
Proper says US line is crud. Poor everything compared to nearly every line. Poor Alpha, poor Pen, switched even worse than Swedish. Oh, come on, Propler.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not that bad. There's some great tanks in the US line. I'll put the T-29 up against any other tank in the game, tier for tier.
Alright.
It can get a bit rough at tier 10. I do love the M48, but it's just kind of big. It can't fit behind everything. I think it's a solid tank, though. The T110E3 is a solid tank for what it does. There's some... The US line is not totally out of date.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Okay. I have fixed all of my issues that I have control over. And now I'm playing tanks and trying to do things. Ooh. Hello! Ow! You said hello from a very close distance. And
I thought that was you.
No. Oh no, we have a T10 behind us! That's not good.
My mouse armor is literally not stopping anything right now. People are just petting me frontally.
Oof.
What the heck?
Sounds
I thought I was supposed to be a super heavy.
Sounds like you need to...
I didn't bounce a single shot. I was ankled. What the heck? Wow, I really underestimated that T62A heat. He had no trouble petting me.
Yep.
Nature Force says the mouse is hard to play now.
Dead.
It can be. I've never had that many issues blocking shots as I have that game.
Oof, 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 oof. That sucked. YouTube link didn't work. What? If you're watching on mobile, I do know that for some reason the Google links don't quite work. Otherwise, all right, we're gonna choose 3 people to receive these codes.
Alan says the question was wrong.
The question
Slightly
was
wrong.
What was the question?
The silhouette M46 pen, I think.
Slightly wrong. I believe it uses the thing. The link for what? Check my Discord messages. Will do, Cranky. Give me like 2 seconds.
While we're here and we have a bit of a lapse, I do want to
Alright,
let you all know about our new Friday show, What's Next. It launches every Friday at 12 noon Central Time. Check out What's Next with Commander AF for all of your information on what's going on this week in World of Tanks. Obviously, we'll continue doing a little bit of news on here, but it'll be a lot more comprehensive over on YouTube.
Alrighty, so we're gonna do the random draw now. Cranky Monkey did give us 2 more codes, so it's rounded out to a nice even 5 codes. I will send... Oh, thank you, Nature Force, for platooning with us. I will be sending the code to your email that you submitted with this form. So, but I will be reading your in-game name out loud for the winners.
Knox on YouTube says, "Hey guys, my new PC arrived a few days ago. I'm so happy. Congratulations on your new PC, Mechanox. That's awesome."
All right, our first winner is One Scots. That is your in-game name. All right.
One Scots.
Make sure I highlight that. All right, and then we're gonna pick another one. Our next winner is Nature Force. Wow.
Congratulations, Nature Force. Right. You got a consolation prize for us not carrying him that game.
Right? Nature Force. Alrighty, alrighty. And then next name is Homura Hom Hom.
Quite the selection of names.
Right? Alright. Make sure I do that one. Alright, next name. So that this is going to be number 4. Our fourth winner is Mechanical Chaos. Great name. Almost cabbage mech.
Much better than organic chaos.
I guess. Alrighty, and our last winner is going to be Moose Sausage. Congratulations.
Moose sausage is delicious.
Congratulations to all the people whose names I just read out. Congratulations. I will be sending you codes after the stream is over. Thank you once again, Ontario Regiment Museum, for giving us those codes to give out, even though we gave you guys the codes first. Yep. So if you guys are out in chat, give them a big thank you for sponsoring the World of Tanks giveaway on the World of Tanks NA channel.
Thank you very much, Cranky Monkey. And as he said, the code is for a US Tier 8 T-34 Premium Heavy for 10 wins and 3 days of premium courtesy of World of Tanks Cooler Master and the Ontario Regiment Museum.
Awesome, awesome.
I don't think there's flashing lights in my room.
I don't think so either. So our chat bot for our platoon queue is on a 5-minute maintenance, so hopefully we will get...
Yeah. We'll be back up soon.
Yeah, it says 5 minutes, so...
Says my dad at 71 years old just got his moose permit. Oh yeah, he's going to take a moose this year?
Oh, nice.
My cam is being weird, apparently.
Your camera. Oh, yeah, it's flickering a little bit, which is strange.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, there's going to be a weekly watcher code today. I did forget to post the time, though, so I will do that now.
Yeah. Noah says, what is your opinion on the Super Pershing? I think it's a great premium tank to pick up if you're looking to grind some credits. Not the most powerful, and it's a little slow, but it got some buffs a year or two ago that really, I think, brought it up to a pretty solid playable level.
Alright, so the code drop is going to happen at 5:05 p.m. CT, so in about 33 minutes, so please prepare yourselves for that.
Something Canadian says, what is your favorite tier 9? Well, my favorite tank overall is the M46, which is a tier 9. But I really like the AMX-30, the French tier 9 medium, non-auto-loading medium. I think that's a really good one.
I don't know if I have a favorite tier 9, honestly.
Probably just the tier 9 Leopard, because it's basically the same.
Well, actually, I didn't play the tier 9 Leopard. I free XP'd through...
You should, it's really good.
Actually, okay, no. Do you want to know what my favorite tier 9 is? The Bat Chat 25 TAP. Because for some reason, I have a ridiculously good win rate in it, but I cannot for the life of me play the tier 10. I have a 66% win rate and 96 battles in the Bat Chat at tier 9. Alright, dropping into tier 7. Oh, hi, kitty.
Just I play the Super Pershing often. Good coin maker, bad damage causer. Yeah, it's not the best, both because you're not super mobile and you don't do a ton of damage per shot. It's decently accurate, a decent pen, though, if I remember. Well, decent pen for it is a preferred matchmaking tank.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So you're never going to see...
Great too.
It's a decent pen considering you never have to see tier 10 in it.
Yeah. What is your opinion on certain tank OP statuses?
Which certain tank?
I'm guessing wheeled vehicles,
OPs
or 279E, or Chieftain, any of the above, honestly. Personally, so I actually had a conversation on Reddit about this. Someone asked, what is your least favorite between the wheeled vehicles and artillery? And my explanation kind of went, artillery is kind of more reliant on its teammates, whereas if you have a really good EBR or wheeled vehicle player on your team, they can kind of dictate the way that the rest of your teammates shoot at other tanks. And so they kind of get to control the battle, whereas the artillery just kind of supports the way that the battle is currently going. So it whittles down other tanks, it stops, pushes, whatever. Wheeled vehicles do that, plus they basically dictate the battle, period. So I think wheeled vehicles are a little bit more on the annoying side for me, in general. So that's me. All right. My cat keeps going behind my monitors and is being very distractingly cute.
It says, how do I play the regular Pershing? So the Pershing is the beginning of the Americans really entering that jack of all trades phase, right? So like you have decent armor for a tier 8 medium, you have decent mobility relative to that, and you have a decent gun relative to that. You kind of want to do the thing, whatever you're going to be able to exploit to do damage. So if you're top tier, you can probably bully people if you're in the right situation. If you're in a bottom tier, you kind of just want to be a support medium flex option to try and flank people and hit them in the sides. You want to put yourself in a position where you're spotting people, you stay protected, and you deal damage when able. And that's really something that I think the American medium line starts to do well. Tier 8, 9, 10. A lot of, like, if you're playing the M48 well, you can end up a lot of games with like 2K in every category. It's just one of those tanks.
I was wondering if you guys would be able to hear my cat. He was squeaking a little bit. I don't know if you heard him, Cabbage.
I did not.
He doesn't meow, he goes, eh! And that's how he squeaks.
Kermit says, decent Pershing is way below average pen and DPM, and the alpha is on the low side too. Is it below 1 DPM? I actually did not know that. Yeah, I mean the gun's nothing to write home about. It's not an alpha damage dealer, but it is it could probably use a gun buff. I'm fully support buffing the US medium line, but it's still a solid all-arounder.
Okay,
I thought the pen and the alpha were lower, but the DPM was actually pretty good. I do know tier 8.
Oh.
The difference between tier 8 and 9 is pretty heavy.
The Haffles Klein wants to know, are the 279E and Chieftain removed from ranked? I don't believe so.
Not this time. Yeah, US mediums definitely have great view range.
I think my cat is upset.
Part of what makes them a great all-rounder is you can be in a flexible position and spot in a lot of different directions. You should be able to rack up some decent assisted damage numbers with any of the 8, 9, 10 US mediums.
Okay, I let my cat out of my room, so maybe he can stop being a little bit whiny.
Case that German light line is really good. I saw someone else earlier post that the German light line was bad. It's not in a great place right now. I think that's safe to say. I remember there was a time when the tier 5 Leopard was actually considered one of the best early light tanks. Doesn't appear to be the case anymore. I personally have the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and it's yeah, it's in the game.
He tried. I'm just a little too speedy for him.
Something Canadian says, removing the 279 and the Chieftain from ranked is punishing excellent players for being excellent. It's a mixed bag. Punishing is one way to view it. You could say creating a more level playing field for people who haven't been playing as long or don't have the same advantages. I mean, that's a subjective take. I think it's that the data for me is pretty solid that those tanks are overperforming. It's one of those situations where the data is heavily skewed because most of the people who have the tanks are really good players, just by the nature of how you acquire them. But they've been around long enough now that I don't think there's any question that those tanks are performing incredibly strongly.
Oh wait. Oh, okay, I'm shooting in the wrong place. Nope.
It says, which is better, the M18, the 76, or the 90? Or for the M18, the 76 or the 90? I'm actually not sure. Thoughts, chat? Which gun for the M18?
Ah, Super Hellcat has moved. Is the research line in the US tech tree between the T-28 prototype and the 28 gone for good? The current iteration of the tech tree is what it's gonna be for a bit.
We haven't heard any plans for it to return.
Yeah.
Or change. Blitzkrieg says probably the 90. Proper said the Uda's 14.5 is crazy hard to play. Which tier is the 14.5? I can never remember all the different numbers.
I don't even know, honestly.
I really enjoyed the Swedish mediums, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't find them that hard to play. Once you played one hold down medium, switching to the Swedish is kind of nice because they're easier to... They're nice and flat. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the 8 was a bit rougher than the 9 and 10. Something Canadian says, Cabbage, isn't the fact that it is a bring to competitive game mode the point there? Like, if you want to be in rank A, expect to play tanks like that and adjust? I mean, like I said, it's kind of a subjective take. I think if it really depends on whether and what your access to those vehicles is like, right? If I'm someone who wants to get into playing competitive World of Tanks and I haven't had the opportunity to earn those vehicles realistically, I'm not going to really see that as a fair and balanced playing field. I'm just not.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Ruthless, for platooning with us. We're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be Noah Wish. Noah Wish. Alrighty. Noah... Oh, okay. we might expect to be carried this time around. If they are around. Noah Wish.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what chat thinks on that. What does chat think about the topic of vehicles like the Chieftain or 27NE being removed from competitive modes? Pixie Fly says it's hard to call it competitive when so many folks default to playing passive and RTDs, though. Unfortunately, passive play is an inevitable part of competitive game modes when you have solo queuing. Even when you don't have solo queuing, you have a lot of passivity, but especially when you do, people through trial and error realize that being aggressive usually ends up getting them killed. If you don't want to see passivity in ranked modes, I think you really got to be the kind of person who tries to marshal people together into good pushes and try and establish that culture of teams that unify and push together win, because I still think that's frequently true. But it can be hard to convince a team of 14 other random people to go along with something like that when they could just sit back and farm damage. It's a tough situation to solve.
Mr. Lemons wants to know, is there going to be new bond tanks? Yeah. There is a date on a calendar, but we can't talk about it yet because it hasn't been solidified. It also seems like our chatbot is being... there we go. Alright.
Super. Alright, let's see.
Right.
Couple answers to my question. Nature Force says, I don't like it when people don't look at the minimap and everybody goes one way in camps. Exo says, only tech tree tanks should be allowed in comp to make it fair. I have a Chieftain. I think it's unfair and competitive. Talk to Me Goose says, I feel those tanks should be removed. It's like putting a Lambo versus go-karts and it doesn't really diversify the tanks that are played. So that's a compelling argument too. One of the arguments for removing those tanks is we might actually see some of the tech tree tanks that never get played if some of those tanks are banned from competitive.
Alright, so, oops, I spelled his name wrong, but Noah Wish, are you in chat? Because it is your turn.
Full says, will IS-2s be in the bond shop? I honestly do not know.
Alright, it doesn't seem like Noah Wish is around, so we're gonna move on to Propler.
Card says, I guarantee if we remove the Chieftain that the meta for competitive would be all Russian heavies. What if we remove the Chieftain and the 279E card? Do you think that would still apply? You think it would just be 277s? Hey, we got Propler in the platoon.
Mm-hmm.
Larry, we still don't know when the bond shop, or can't say when the bond shop is supposed to update yet.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a date on a calendar, but unfortunately we can't talk about it yet because it's not solidified. It's actually moved a couple times recently. And then Propler, if you want to pick a tier.
Propler. Yeah, 277s, 260s. It just seems like this is kind of like a silly counterpoint to make. If you're min-maxing, is the 277 objectively better than the 5A? Or are they still pretty much equal?
All right, tier 8. We're gonna go tier 8.
Propler's bringing the Udas.
Yeah.
14.5, nice. What should I bring? What tier 8 haven't I played in a while?
Hey, congrats, Captain Napalm.
I'm gonna play the Revelarice. So I can warm up for that croissant skin. Hey Cottage, 2 days ago I got a mastery in the SU-152, and today I got a mastery in my VK 100.01P, both for the first time and both on a defeat. Happy I got them, but sad my team sucked. Well, congratulations on the masteries, Captain Napalm. That's awesome. Way to go, Tank Ace.
Another question. Have you ever heard an idea pitched, but was sad because it did not get approved?
Oh, definitely.
I have to think about that one.
You have to understand, like, the amount of ideas that are pitched versus the amount that can be realistically done. There's a huge gulf.
Yeah.
There's always stuff that you wish could happen, but for the realities of development aren't realistic.
Yeah.
For me, a new chat system.
I mean, here's one that we've discussed like multiple times that World of Tanks Blitz has, but I was gonna say turning tech tree tanks into premium tanks. If even for a limited amount of time, that's probably one of my favorite suggestions, and I've seen it so many times. So many times. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of stuff too. One of the things that gets brought up here a lot is like adding night mode and more dynamic weather, different weather conditions. 100% would love to see stuff like that. It's always, and it doesn't mean that the developers are like mean or ignoring good ideas like that. Yeah. Again, it's a matter of what you can realistically accomplish with the resources you have available.
Yeah.
Sometimes, unfortunately, you lose some good ideas because of that, or you can't do good ideas because of that.
It's also about balancing fixes and quality of life updates with increasing the amount of like options you have to play the game. I guess that makes sense. Not really. Are you guys supporting us over here?
Chaffee on YouTube. Yeah, I'm overlooking.
Okay, just making sure.
As best I can. I shot somebody. Are you spotted?
No, not anymore. I'm trying to stay up here to see if I can spot someone if they push out too far. But...
Hey Todd, how's it going? Yeah, sorry to our Facebook guys. We had some technical issues with streaming to Facebook.
Yeah.
So we weren't on Facebook last week. We are on Facebook now. However, we're still considering dropping Facebook long-term to focus on Twitch and YouTube. If you do prefer to watch us on Facebook, let us know if that's something you'd like to continue, or if you'd be willing to switch to one of the others. Or if you don't care, that's fine too.
Yeah, honestly, any kind of feedback that we can get about what your favorite platform to watch us on is helps.
The numbers on the consistent audience from Facebook that we have aren't that good. There's like a small amount. You have a wheelie coming in from the right.
Yep.
I missed. So yeah, let us know. Zebra Scout says, hey, I play 97% on console. My username is Zebra Scout. I wanted to know if you could let some insight on why the FE 4005 got a Hesh nerf. Is that you referring to on console, Zebra Scout?
Yeah, if it's console related, we might not be able to answer it because this is World of Tanks PC, and there's a very big difference between the two platforms.
Yeah,
including developing teams.
If you add console after World of Tanks, you'll find the console pages with and Rybot and Tanks Wars do pretty regular similar shows to this.
Yeah. Okay, I may have to back up.
The console CMs. Yeah, I'd be fine if you backed up and let them push into you. That would be good for me.
Yeah. I definitely have to let him back up. Back up. Keep going.
It bounced off his turret.
Okay.
Stupid Centurion.
I think I can park it here a little bit. Actually, I wonder. Let's do this.
Me hard.
Can you guys see me from there? Sort of. Vaguely. Ouch.
Oh, the Roomba.
Oof.
Oh man, get baited into a Roomba.
Jebaited.
Oh, Propeller says not one bounce, so tell me again how good the armor is on this thing. Let's see if I don't know if we were ever talking about how good the armor is on the Swedish tanks. The Swedish mediums.
Well, the Swedish armor is just kind of trolly. I don't think it's necessarily good. I just think it has, like, those angles where it's just like, oh, you're definitely not gonna pen. And then other angles where it's just like, oh yeah, you're just gonna get penned.
I got a Ferdinand pinned on the slope if you got a shot.
I'm gonna try and see.
Use permatract. Oh, we have no one here. Shit.
Yeah, we don't really have the numbers right now on our side.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, someone got him. But then I got lit up for 461 by an invisible defender. Well, yeah, you're not really trying to get hit. I guess what I meant by hold down was using your gun depression to minimize the target you're presenting, not that your armor's going to work.
Oh, hello! It's I got a prosciutto behind me. Shots. Help! Help!
I had to get off the hill. I can't
help. No. Oof. Okay. My bad. Alrighty. So is the Sturmtiger going to be considered in what? So, so it's going to be in game as part of a mode, but because it's going to be in game and has stats and stuff, like there isn't a really solid answer. Like at the moment it's a no, but you know the future says maybe. If it is in game, you know?
It's okay, Zebra. We don't mind you asking. We just don't have the answer necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not always gonna have like a solid answer for you guys, but we're gonna give you the answers that we have, that we can talk about, obviously. Oh boy, this is an interesting game. When is Karl coming back? I hope soon. I would love to have Karl mode back. That was really fun. Although I feel like Sturmtiger event is probably very similar.
Early.
Yeah, yeah. It's in the same vein and same spirit. It has the same spirit. What is the Karl mode? So Karl mode was a 2-bit World of Tanks mode where everyone drove a tank called the Karl. It had, I believe, a 152mm gun that was very short, relatively inaccurate, and you could lob shells. So it was kind of like a very slow artillery that couldn't see. Oof.
I could do with the two Italians on. I don't know what happened to that Roomba.
Yeah.
Where did the Roomba go?
8-bit. Did I say something else?
Oh, yeah. He's down in the hill.
But no, so Karl mode was very 10-bit. Did I say 10-bit? Okay. Well, it's an 8-bit mode. But yeah, everyone played the same tank. Everyone was on the same playing field. It was basically kind of like what is it? it was kind of to satisfy the idea of, even if everybody had the same tank and the same stats, the thing that matters the most is map knowledge, positioning, and like overall skill when it comes to playing tanks. So is the Christmas with the new Stefan claws coming back? I missed it this year. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how Christmas goes.
Probably something similar but different.
Yeah. All right. We have up next. Let's see. Oops.
When I say Roomba, I'm referring to the Tier 8
RHM.
The RHM German tank destroyer.
All right. Up next we have BMLB 2015. Who
the
is
Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger.
BMLB 2015. If you're in chat, what is your in-game name? You did not put a username. You only put that you wanted to join our platoon.
See you later, Pixie Flies. He's gonna go paddleboarding. I'm kind of jealous.
Aw. I went night hiking / swimming. It was pretty great.
Sounds like a good time. I used to do that a lot back in California. Don't tell the park rangers, but pretty easy to get in good old Mount Diablo State Park after dark.
That's what I told myself, but you know, nobody really checks. Only certain national parks do they check. Ooh, tier 9. Diamond Waffles taking the Tortois. Tortois.
Purple's Waffle House scattered, smothered, and covered. Yeah.
I was here wants to know what are our real names. We don't really reveal our real names, mostly because there have been some weird things that people do in the past when they know who, like, what our real names are, and so we try to keep it a little bit more private. No offense to people, but
it's easier for people to keep thinking that we're all Homo sapien if we don't. So yeah. That's the main reason. Also, I'm a little embarrassed of my actual first name, which is Le Carpatron.
Let's see. I'd like to complain with the new achievement emblems. We only get one and have to pay for 2 more all the seasons. We should get 3 of them on a win. We can definitely forward that feedback. A lot of people are a little bit bothered by the fact that you only get one, so it's definitely understandable. All right, we're dropping in tier 9. Ozzy and Harriet. Wow, what kind of 1920s name do you think I have?
Orna says, did I hear Megatron?
Megatron.
Or says if they reveal their real name, Prime. The Mount Diablo Park Rangers will track them down. I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is passed on my Mount Diablo State Park trespassing charges, but you never know. I didn't damage anything. I did run into a coyote in a bush once and scared the crap out of both of us.
I'm not that old. If you don't give names, how about social security numbers? Hilarious.
Mine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mine is 1.
Yeah. 17.
17.
Is that enough numbers? 1736. Well, I do to die this map.
Ooh, what map load screen is that? The right answer was Kharkov. That's an interesting question. Jack and Janet, or Chrissy.
It's a name pairing.
Yeah.
It's actually Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
You'll never guess who Laverne is.
Not gonna try.
Sonny and Cher.
Sonny and Cher.
Uh-oh. I'm not gonna do this.
Wait, who is Sonny and who is Cher, though? I have to know.
No, why am I being rammed by an ally? Oh boy.
Yeah. Mother's maiden name, please.
I am screwed. That patent just ruined my life.
Yeah.
I turned to run away and he blocked me. I didn't see him.
Yeah.
He just drove right into my back end.
Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Can the Sturmtiger... Did I put Sturmtiger in our title? Is it not Sturmtiger? Shoot. And I'm spotted. Whoa!
Is it the Sturmtiger stream?
Is it Sturmtiger?
Well, I think we can...
Okay, my tank's track is actually messed up in-game. Like, the model is messed up.
The Corsair Community League notification.
I believe so.
Sturmtiger, the musical tank.
The Sturmtiger.
The Sturmtiger Quartet. It's a tank theme, four-person string band.
Amazing. That would actually be quite cool. Ouch. Oof.
No, it says Sturmtiger, unless you just corrected it.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't correct it. So it was correct. Cool. It's good to know. Where are my shots going? I don't think we got this. Ooh, and my turret's just wrecked.
iMagnifico says, hello, can you please tell developers to not increase the extra bonus the special equipment get because it gives greater advantage to hardcore players, the best players more than the casual playing ones who make up the vast majority of the player base.
Oh,
it only makes the game even more frustrating for the regular people who can maybe play a few hours a week only, result of spot blend of a smaller player base, especially in these regions. I hear you on that. I think it's something that's considered pretty carefully, Magnifico. I gotta be honest, that the difference between the equipment that you can get from the improved versus the normal one, when you actually look at how it actually affects like real gameplay, I don't know if it's quite as damaging as you're portraying here. We're talking about maybe a tenth of a second on like a reload. Maybe somebody will post some stats and I'll eat some crow. I understand where you're coming from, though. I think it's a legitimate concern. I just don't know if the differences actually warrant that sort of position. Catmac, shouldn't the band play steel drums? You think so, Connie? In the Caribbean, it's called the Rum Tiger.
Oh, wow. Sturm means storm. Ooh. I always love the way that German tank names sound, though. Like, I'm a pretty big fan of the naming conventions for them.
On Diamond Waffles. Oh yeah, here we go. Only 12 more to go, Diamond Waffles. You got this.
I believe.
Oh, he set the one. Oh, the guy in a fire extinguisher. Who are these rude opponents bringing fire extinguishers instead of just blowing up?
Right?
Like a polite person.
Whoa, it's called Sturmtiger. Whoa, that is a really long second part of that name. Alrighty, going back to the garage. Alright, up next in our platoon queue, we have Danny Murphy.
Greg on YouTube says, hello, speak French? Unfortunately, no.
Nope.
I could probably get out the chorus from that Moulin Rouge song if you want. I'm not sure if that's French.
Serious question to one of you. What fridge color do you see when you put on your socks while turning on the lights in the room? What?
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 I don't quite understand the
What?
question.
You've officially nonplussed us. I was there.
Yeah.
Here, Alan says the official German designation was Sturmtiger 606/4 mit 38 centimeter RW61. There you go. Here we go. Here come the code calls. Hey, Sharon on Facebook dropping some nice Snoopy and Woodstock stickers. I like it. I like it. We have a lot of rabbling about the code. Did I just hear a voice?
No. The code is now on the screen though.
I just heard someone say hello.
Maybe Danny Murphy. Do you have your voice chat on?
Did you use the in-game voice chat, Danny?
Danny?
Oh, I hadn't heard anyone use it in so long.
Alright.
It always freaks me out when somebody uses it.
Here. You shouldn't. How many
Enjoy the
takes
code,
did
everyone.
you get? I think I may have hit. I hit.
Doesn't
I'm not
Sturm
answering
mean
that.
assault?
I thought it said. Yeah, I did hit 0.
All right. Yeah, Greg. For those of you on YouTube, you can in fact play with us. You do have to join our Twitch channel because that's where the list is. But it's over at twitch.tv/worldoftanksna, and the code's invalid.
Code's invalid. What?
Let me shout at Llama, or should I shout at Tragic?
Hold on. Let me go look at this code. Because it should be valid. Unless I type the code wrong again. Because I'm pretty sure it should be right. Code does not. Okay, guys, we get it. The code doesn't work. I'm sorry. Alright, this is week 3, correct?
Danny said, "I am so happy" in all caps in chat, and then he said, "Oops, caps." I was like, that was actually a really nice message to have in caps. Usually when somebody sends a message all in caps,
Oh my gosh.
you're like, oh no.
So I typed the code wrong. Again.
Tragic.
Again.
What a tragic loss.
Oh
man,
it has
deeply,
two
deeply
T's.
tragic moment.
Alright, now the code's correct. Try it again.
Try the new code.
Try the new code, guys.
All right.
Try
Well, I
the
think
code.
we can promote Llama back to being a llama instead of the untrustworthy
Alright, Cabbage, ready
alpaca.
up. 2 weeks
Sketchy
in a
alpaca.
row.
Yeah, give me just a second. Sorry, I got distracted.
Way to go, Karen. Jeez. Big oof.
Ouch, Karen.
Ooh, yeah, I got
I
Karen.
don't think
Dang.
you didn't insert yourself into something that was none of your business in an attempt to
Yeah.
tell people what to do. So I don't think it's a
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah, see? Thank you, Cabbage. I appreciate it. You're Regina.
I want to maintain the definition of Karen. It has a specific meaning.
Yeah. Not a Karen. Thank you, Scadams. That's a Donna! Oh no! Oh god. Updated code
That
works
is-
now. Nice.
It's Danny. Danny's talking to me in game, guys. He says he just recently got his Type 5 Heavy. That's awesome,
Hey.
Danny. I hope you enjoy it.
Nice. Congrats, dude.
People are a little, you're certainly a bit of a hipster going for the Type 5 now, but I think it can still do some work.
Is that what you consider as a hipster move, is going for the Type 5?
Going for a tank that people think is useless because it's no longer top of the meta. Yeah, I think it's a bit
Cliffy
of
says, I'll bite the bullet. I'd like to speak to the manager. Well, you are technically speaking to my manager, so I did fix the code, so, you know. Oh man, when we had the login issues the other day, someone on the EU server on Reddit was wishing that they got a free extra premium day. And I was just like, well, if you want to get locked out of your account for 24 hours, I guess you could. Or you could do some cheeky stuff and get banned for 24 hours, but I don't think that gives you premium time.
manager or meanager.
Manager. My manager. Ugh. Ugh, I hurt my own ears with that one.
Why is there a Kronwagen? No.
Ouch. TVP.
Bad
Leave me alone.
Kronwagen, go away.
No, TVP. Oh! Okay.
Thanks, Juggernaut.
Oh no. No.
I always forget that I can't pen a Super Conqueror's turret the first time I see one in a game.
What does the code give us? So the code gives you guys consumables. It also gives you a mission. If you complete the mission, you start your streak for the weekly Watcher code. That's what the streak is actually for. But basically, at the end of the month, if you've collected more than one code in a row, you actually get a bonus at the end of the month.
How is no one shooting these things that I'm tracking and spotting and are in the open?
Does not look like it.
That'll teach me to track and spot things.
Right? Jeez. What are you doing if you're tracking and spotting? Ugh, nobody does that.
Oh, now this Kronwagen's got me. Wait, this is just a disaster.
I got revenge on that TVP.
We're in so much trouble. All of us are in the wrong positions. No one's watching the Kronwagen. We're getting artied. We got people pushing us. This is just a bad. And we have 12 people in the south. Just rough. Just rough. Ken says, well, I'm sure it's been asked, but how does the Progetto get nerfed before the wheels? Okay, we get this question a lot, guys, and I do want to note that, like, the balance is not necessarily, if something gets changed first, it doesn't mean it's more or less over or underpowered than something that hasn't been changed yet. The data on all vehicles is collected over time. The decision on what to do with balance, it does, frankly, take us a while to do. I'll fess to it. Us making a change to the Progetto and not making a change to the Willy Boy is an indication, more of an indication that we have a ton of data on the Progetto that indicating that it's slightly overperforming in a few categories, more than it is saying that the Progetto is like more overpowered than the Wheelie Boys. That's not what it's saying. We are notoriously slow and data oriented when it comes to making balanced decisions.
Oh, I don't know how I penned that.
That is that's the way it goes sometimes. I understand that can be frustrating, but please understand that does not mean the devs think that are making a value judgment on which one is more overpowered.
Yeah. Oh, that EBR is still over here, by the way.
Gosha on Facebook says, "Why'd you guys get rid of the honking?" I know, right? We should have kept it. I thought it was actually pretty well done.
Honestly, I would have loved to have kept the honking. It's kind of cute.
Well, I'm glad you got out of there. Prop Fluer had 5 matches this morning, all 13-0. Oof, that's unfortunate. We had 1 or 2 this stream that have been that bad. Honking is actually a tribute to Talk to Me Goose. Yeah. Card says, what is the Saturday Showdown tank? So the Showdown Saturday tank is actually going to be the M46 Patton. It's Cabbage Week at Showdown Saturday.
Cabbage Week.
If we get a Tier 9 game and I do well, actually, I might set the score here on stream.
Ouch.
We'll see.
We are not quite doing as well as we'd hope we would.
The fight that decides this map usually happens in the hills in the 3 and the 4 line, and we had very few people there.
Oh no! Oh no! I did a dingus.
I did a dingus.
I got spotted while firing at the EBR because I was in a bad place. Ugh. Oof.
Honk.
I tried.
Are those your emojis? Talk to me, guys.
Showdown Saturday tank is the M46 Patton. M46 Patton.
Oh man, I love that shirt. Cranky Monkey. Cranky Monkey, yeah, send me some pictures on Discord of that t-shirt. Oh man, that is an awesome shirt. Where can I buy that?
How does Showdown Saturday work? You beat the score that is posted, and if you beat it, you get prizes. Super simple. All right.
I like how you have two different honk ones.
Back to garage. Back to garage.
I never have good games in the Badger. If you ever see me picking the Badger, just tell me to stop right away, because it's not going to end well.
You can activate the code in the premium store on worldoftanks.com. Where is the score posted? It is posted on all of our social media, so that's going to be Twitter and Facebook. I don't remember if we posted on Instagram.
It's not scored yet.
Yeah.
Or it's not posted for this week yet.
Yeah, it's not posted for this week yet, but if you guys just continue to make attempts, and you'll be fine. All right. We have Mike Ruth up again.
And we are on Twitter, we're at World of Tanks.
Yeah.
And Facebook, just search for World of Tanks, you'll find us. If you're in North America, you'll be defaulted to the North American page.
Yeah, post all 3 pages of your screen or your post-battle report. That way you don't miss-send the wrong one. Because if you miss-send, you will not get the prize. Also, make sure your Twitter is public if you're posting on Twitter, because if you don't, they will not be able to see the score, period. And then they can't see if you did the thing.
Ammo Dude says tank request Badger after that one.
Oof.
Alright, so Chad, if this game goes well in my M46 pattern, this will be the Showdown Saturday score.
Ooh,
but not too well.
Here's a good Azarus question. Don't answer in chat, by the way. But what is the largest gun caliber in the Russian tech tree? Ooh, answer in the Azarus extension now. I see a lot of streamers saying the EBR may be the most OP premium now. Have you guys played it? If so, what are your thoughts? Me personally, after I drink some water, I think they just have a lot of... They definitely have a lot of pull in what goes on in a match, because they are very fast, and they get to go to positions that are so far ahead that it kind of dictates not only where the enemy team goes, but also dictates how your team responds and where your team responds to. So they have a lot of say in what happens, because, World of Tanks is about vision and where you can see, and if you can't see, you have to make educated guesses, and that's really difficult. But no, I think that the wheeled vehicles definitely have changed the meta to be really fast for the team that has a good EBR player on it, but slows down the gameplay for the enemy team. And I think that is kind of contributes to lopsided matches a little bit, because if your team is playing really slow, you're actually not going to be doing much to the enemy team, because, well, you can't really respond to the way that they're trying to play the map. You can't respond to their strategies. So
Two Tank says, where's the 203mm gun on the S-51? Oh, did we not count the actual biggest gun on the Soviet tech tree?
Oh.
Brian says, perhaps you ought to give the Tortoise a drive. Cabbage seems to be better with handling the rain. Honestly, I also did play the Tortoise, Brian. I just am really bad at case-mated.
I think artillery wasn't counted. I think artillery was not counted.
What's the tank you were playing called? Tragic.
The AE Phase 1.
Does anybody remember the cartoon movie Titan AE? I think it was. The one where Earth ends or whatever. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Every time I play that tank, it reminds me of that movie.
Alright.
The name does.
Oh no, that wasn't gonna hit. Alright, we'll make a correction on that one. on that question. We'll add the S-51's gun. That way it's a little bit more fair. I can't go up that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
I remembers the movie.
Was that the answer? 180 millimeter. I feel like maybe that question got muddled up somewhere. Strange. What non-arty even has 180? I don't actually know. I'm gonna have to see if I can get that corrected. Aw, man.
Well, he was midair and I was a midair. It was a full-on sporting clays shot.
What Russian tank has the 180 then?
There's a Foch at base camping. It hurt me very badly.
Arty? That isn't an Arty. Because apparently the 203 was not put in there. 261? Oh, the 261? Is that the TD? 261? $180. Oh my gosh. I'm getting confused by so many conflicting messages. Tier 10 Arty. That's a tier 10 Arty.
Say we will fact check that question.
Yeah, we'll go in and we'll check that question again.
Any idea if the race mode or football mode will appear again? I would say both have a pretty decent chance of coming back in another iteration, but not in the immediate future. Sturmtiger is the special mode of the time. And of course, Steel Hunter will be returning later this year.
This is really not good.
No, I'm having a lot of trouble finding shots.
Yeah.
Can you play as the T-49? Asked Juggernaut on YouTube.
I am really bad at light tanks, so I'm gonna say no. Either that or not enough research into the tech tree. Fisherman. Either that or the question got changed slightly, so that way that made it wrong. Because I remember writing a question of that sort, but I don't feel like that's not the whole question, for whatever reason.
Yeah, there unfortunately is a border conflict going on there, Kilroy.
You're not in a real good position over there, Cabbage.
Nope, and I just hit the Wheelie Boys Captain America wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, moving was more dangerous. Got hit by the E3. Should have stayed where I was.
Oh no, I'm really bad at light tanks, trust me. You do not want to see me play light tank. I don't last very long.
The code is NA only, not E. Oh, very cool move by that Scorchy.
Yeah. You're also not in a place where... Oof, oof, oof. You're lucky the TVP came.
Should stay where I was. I could have kept spotting. I lost like 900 health.
Yeah.
To the T110E3. He's not going to shoot me again once I come around this corner.
Nah, we'll just run another question for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go over here so I can maybe help respond to the...
What? How did I bounce off the side?
I have no idea.
Oh
no!
I can't believe I bounced off the side of that. Look at the side of the turret, just a big scar.
Yeah.
Wow.
You play the Panther too. Maybe if we get that tier. Aw.
Vibranium wheels, I agree with that analysis. Yeah, it does appear to be the case.
Can you guys play the MS-1, the most underrated tank in the game?
STK Ninetails says, can we ever get the Char 2C? It wasn't released because y'all couldn't balance it. Haven't heard any news on the Char 2C recently. The super test leaks that have going out, for those of you who aren't aware, we've been dropping a lot of information on the Polish medium line. So if you're interested in the Polish mediums, keep an eye out. This is very likely to be our next tech tree line at this point.
Yeah.
Finally, the Poodle can shine in its full glory. Or the Rudy, the Polish Rudy, if you guys, it's also a really fun tank. Just don't ask me if the dog barks. We want some people to play the Merciless Sniper one. GHGF says, when will we release Polish maps? Sometime likely later this year, GHGF. Not sure exactly when. The process of getting stuff to super test into live server sometimes goes really quickly, sometimes it doesn't. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
So no official date until they're ready to go. Havel says, any news on Equipment 2.0? Not at the moment. Still just testing a lot of ideas over on the Sandbox server.
Oh no, this wheelie boy.
Once the Sandbox server wraps up, we'll release a report with the developers' thoughts and some data on how it went. So look, that'll be the next big news on Equipment 2.0. Jesse on Facebook says, are you playing on PC? Yes, we are. This is the PC World of Tanks channel. Does the dog meow? How long do you think? If you were to put a weapon in my vicinity and tell me I had to give you a timeline, I would say probably 2 to 3 months. But I cannot stress enough that that's not an official date and it's subject to change, and we'll see how it goes. It could happen next week. I don't know. I do know it's not going to happen next week.
I was like, we just patched! There's no way!
Jesse says, oh, I play on Xbox One. Hey, that's cool. Jesse, if you actually add a console after World of Tanks, you will find on Facebook or Twitter or whatever your preferred platform is, you will find the console channel. And Tankzors and Rybot, the community staff over on World of Tanks console, would be happy to answer any questions or and just play some World Tanks console for you. Juggernaut the Tank says, what is the easiest medium for you guys? Probably the Progetto. The Progetto, the Tier 8, both the Tier 8 and the Tier 8 Premium and the Tier 10 just feel right. They just... You can just do anything a medium tank should be able to do in those tanks, for me. Brian says, turn the Polish tank into a car killer, you get a lot of interest. It might be hard to balance that around the rest of the game, too. Mange says, why am I watching this? It's 12 a.m. where I live right now. I don't know. How early you got to be at, Mange? We're not kidding. Oh, Wrecker, you're trolling me. I see you. Havel says, is the new global map game mode like Dawn of Industry? It's very different than the old version. I am not familiar enough with both Dawn of Industry and the new mode to say if they're the same. But there are some pretty radical changes happening with Clan Wars, as I was told by Mr. 1984 Big Brother, who is our competitive gaming manager. So I'll have to run through and get a feel for it, see what he has to say. Wrecker says the Tier 10 looks like an alien that got that long head ET alone. Adrixwell on YouTube says it would be a good idea to put the Object 279, the one that has all the chassis angled by every side. Put it where? GHGF says, I've been grinding the 14 TP so I can get the Polish mediums ASAP. Oh, cool. I get it. That's why you were asking, so you wanted to know how much time you had. Wrecker says the M103 and the Progetto at tier 10 are the ugliest tanks. Are you telling me the M103 is ugly? Don't let Sophie hear you saying that.
Yeah, seriously. She will
I love the
destroy.
M103. What do you think the ugliest tank in the game is, Tragic?
Oh my god. Oh crap. You can't put me on the spot like that. I haven't thought my answer over.
Ugliest
come
tank?
on.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, KV5's kind of ugly, you know? It's kind of ugly. The Mutant's kind of ugly.
Mutant is kind of ugly.
Mark on Facebook says, why do you still play World of Trash? I actually would be interested in playing like a sanitation worker simulating game, if such a thing existed. I have that weird, slow, comfy game. I'm not sure what's worse. What do you think's worse? Playing a game that someone on the internet thinks is bad, or commenting on the stream of a game that you think is bad? Which one of those things is more sad?
The second one.
For me, it's the second one.
Yeah. Like, dang, that is a lot of effort for a game you say you don't care about. Which is very interesting, like, not caring about something, and then also going to, like, talk about it.
Frank says, all tanks are beautiful, it's the drivers that are ugly. Too close to home, Frank. Iris911 says, play as Emilio Estevez? Ooh, that would be fun. Like a Mighty Ducks theme, where I get to play Emilio Estevez, and then I have a team full of small ducks that follow me around. I get like a giant version of the MX-40, and then they're all normal MX-40s.
Oh no. Oh no. Aw, dang it. I'm dead.
Alan says, as a tank driver, I disagree that drivers are ugly.
Man. My wife thinks I'm good looking. Ooh.
That's all that matters, right? Right now?
Oof. Well.
Well, it's going to be a close loss for us on this one, but a noble effort from Tragic to try and keep us in the game.
It's either going to be a close loss or a tie.
Oh, dang, you're right.
I think it's going to be a tie.
To a tie. Yeah. Oh.
It's a tie. It's a tie. I don't think he can hit 7.76 in 3 seconds.
I think you're right. It's a draw. Wow, I got the draw.
Wow. Wowza.
What a strange game.
That was super, super interesting, though.
Yeah, instead of a tragic loss, it was a...
Tragic tie?
Tragic tie. See you later, Crafty Boxy. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna go. Bye-bye. Okay.
Alright.
I'm sorry, Crafty Boxy. Have a good day. Coach says, oh, draw, so you mean a double loss. That's a very American perspective, right?
Well, I mean, in all fairness...
I guess it doesn't count as your win rate, yeah. But it's very much, if you're not first, you're last.
But also, it counts as basically a loss for both teams.
Crafty Boxy says, what? You noticed me? I can't believe it. Well,
what?
Habib it.
Wow.
Haffel says, when will American Heavies be buffed? Ooh. I hope soon. The devs have mentioned they do want to buff the 110E5 at some point. We'll see what that looks like. I haven't seen a proposal or a test on it yet.
All right, up next is I Was There. Don't
worry, Coach Alcatraz. I got it. Especially in this game, people count the win rate, and so if it's not a win, it's technically, it's not helping.
Yeah. Can we get a welfare check on the bird? We've seen the bird this stream, for sure.
I have the noise suppression on, but she actually just gave a very large squeak. She's right. She's hanging out.
Yeah.
Her feet are very warm, which is probably why she's hanging out there.
Yeah.
We had to clip her toenails yesterday.
What is the most annoying question you get?
If we're single.
If we're single.
It's a weird question to ask someone.
Yeah, honestly,
on a stream.
That is a super weird question. Like, why are you asking us that? Like, what answer do you expect? Alright, Cabbage, we're waiting on you.
Unexpected tank. Ooh, I'm gonna play the AMX 105. It's been a while, and I really like that thing. There we go. No, you shouldn't have said that because now they have to ask, right? They're obligated to.
Tragic having to explain tank rewards for like 3 months straight, slowly hearing the life drain from her eyes was fantastic.
It does happen. Coach Alcatraz has been playing this game forever. Just want to say thanks for 10 hours and hours of games. Hey, Coach Alcatraz, that's really cool to hear. Thank you for playing for hours and hours. We really appreciate it. Put a lot of work into this game, and our devs put in even more.
What is the most go you've done in a tank? Do you mean damage? The most damage I've done in a tank, I think, was either 8k? I think it was 8k or 7k.
Nice. I think mine was a 7k game. I had a 7k game in the TVP once, like a 7600.
Yeah.
Cranky Monkey asked, if I'm surprised you don't need leather gauntlets for handling that hawk. Yeah, the banana hawk. She can't even open her own... Well, she can open her own banana, but she doesn't think she can. She looks at the banana and is like, open it for me. It's like, you have a beak that's designed to open the banana bird. Don't care.
If everyone asks you guys if you're single, why don't you guys ask the stream if we are single? Because then then you guys might think we're coming on to you, and that's just not true.
It's just one of those... People have weird relationships with streamers they watch.
Yeah, they do.
And I think it's important. It's, it's a cool place to have fun and talk about a shared interest. But it's not a personal real life relationship. And confusing the two can be
hello?
kind of sketchy. What? Hello?
There's this guy.
As much as I love you guys, please don't show up to my house unannounced,
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Coach Alcatraz says, this is probably my most consistently played game by far. Every other game comes and goes, but it always comes back to World of Tanks. Yeah, that's my exact relationship with World of Tanks. It's the game that I've been playing since 2011, on and off.
Yeah.
It's only honestly been like my main game a couple of times, and like when I wasn't working for Wargaming.
Ouch.
But it's always there. It's the game you always come back to. And that's why we're here after a decade.
The arty is definitely over here because they hit me.
Executable says, very true, my negging hasn't worked at all on Cabbage.
Some Chana says, I'm reporting this stream. Aw,
I think he was just joking about that.
Oh.
Yeah. I say stuff like that because, like, they're not in the World of Tanks community, but there have been examples in real life where some really strange stuff has happened because people blurred the lines between their digital life and reality. There was a streamer here in Austin who had somebody show up at the home that he shared with his girlfriend, and it was a very terrifying experience.
So there, I remember reading about that. It was actually one of the Rooster Teeth guys.
It was one of the Rooster Teeth guys, correct.
Yeah. Oh no! Okay, that's a pretty solid T-34 player. He's keeping an eye on me, for sure. What do you two prefer, destroying a tank with one heavy shot or destroying a tank with several normal ones? I like the idea of destroying tanks with several normal shots, because, like, then you can just feel them freaking out in their tank, being like, I need to shoot back, or I need to get out of here, but I can do neither. And it's just, it's so satisfying that you're scaring someone in that way.
You gotta get a big boom. You got a big boom.
Ow! That T-34!
Propeller, sorry you had a bad day, man. Good, better luck tomorrow. Juggernaut says, any advice for the Pantera? It's just a great all-around medium, so just, look for opportunities to pop up and shoot people on the sides, look for opportunities to spot people pushing into your team and punish them, and try not to force anything because you don't have the armor to win, like, a straight-up trade.
Yeah.
Just,
alright, see ya, I was there.
See you later, I was there.
Sorry for interrupting your...
No worries.
Spiel. Let's see. let's see. What do you guys smell like after a long jog? Warchild, get
right.
out!
Well, I think Warchild just took over what is the creepiest question.
Jay Termel says, tragic loss feeds on their fear. I do. I love when people are afraid of me.
Juggernaut says you guys really help. Hey, we try Juggernaut. I will say, you can find people who are a lot better players than us talking about a lot of the vehicles you've been asking about. I'd definitely check out some World of Tanks community contributors like Sophie Line and Cody Menz and Chobs Monkey, and we have a lot of great, really talented players who make great content for World of Tanks that can probably help you improve even more. Taugrim's Road to Unicum series is really good. Lemming Rush's YouTube videos are really good if you're trying to learn how to play World of Tanks. Yeah, I did say Cody. Check out wattguru.com to check out Cody's website. He's got like maps that show you where you can go and different maps, different vehicle type.
Yeah, 13 Disciples also a good one.
Oh yeah, 13 Disciple for sure. There's a whole world out there of great educational World of Tanks content that we're really proud of and happy to support. And Warchild, yeah. Warchild wins.
Warchild, yes.
Oh, it just got already. Oh. Oh no.
Oof.
That's the noise inside the tank after the shell hits, right? There's the high-pitched noise from your hearing recovering. It's just
Mop. Anyone? Archer? Mop.
Tinnitus. Fisherman says anyone but Klaus if you want actual helpful information. Yeah, but Klaus is really funny, so. Klaus has been causing me some grief lately, chat. I love him, but he's a little angry, and it's
What will happen if I look Nightbot in the eyes? It's kind of like Medusa, where you turn to stone. And then Graham Hutchings says, there are 67 tier 10 tanks in the game. I'm about to unlock the 66th. The only one I'm missing is the T-22. Is there going to be any way to get it? I missed out last time for obvious reasons. So the T-22, for those of you who don't know, was released during the Rampage mode. And as keeping us in check, I will talk about what happened. Basically, a bunch of people rigged the mode, and so there were a lot of people that got banned for such, and a lot of people that didn't, and a lot of people kept the tank, and then it got nerfed because it was very, very strong.
I personally banned so many people for that.
We're not sure if it'll ever show up. Maybe within things like Black Market. What is that even? And like we have the Bond Shop. We don't really know. The devs haven't really said anything to us about it, as far as I know. So,
how's the Sturmtiger? Is it a TD or RD? Yes. Video Svet says, please fix problems with live. I'm not sure what you mean by problems with live.
Ooh.
Kunjanic says, Klaus gives important information, not for a better or way to Unicum, but you can learn some basic things in a funny way. I'm not anti-Klaus at all. It's just that Klaus has been frustrated with what he feels is an excess of people using illegal modifications, and we put a lot of work into detecting those people and banning them, and it's something that we work very hard on, and it sucks when people act like we're ignoring that problem for us. Weird question time says Team has 200. Well, how about cabbage eating snack crumbs from his beard? I don't think I have any stored. And I also don't think anyone on stream actually wants to watch that.
Yeah, no. I mean, okay, how about this? Feed the bird with your beard. Just put some seeds in there and see if she'll just, like, grab some out of there. Maybe
that can be a reward.
A reward?
Havelsklen says, how do you know who... So we don't talk about our detection methods, Haffles. It's something we play very close to the chest because we don't want the people who we're detecting or who make the mods to find out how we're detecting them.
Yeah.
But we do have ways of detecting most of the popular illegal mods that people use. And what we do is we store that information over time, and we ban people in waves so that it's harder for them to figure out how we are detecting them.
Yeah.
Our most recent ban wave was like 2 weeks ago. We banned a couple hundred people. Illegal mods, honestly, aren't as prevalent as a lot of people seem to think they are, but they are an issue, and they are one that we work on detecting, identifying, and banning for regularly.
Yeah. Mods should be removed and make it a clean game. I don't necessarily agree with that. A lot of the, quality of life updates that we've gotten in World of Tanks have come from mods, so things like our damage log, what else? Damage log, artillery, alternate view,
Opinion of the devs, and these are people who are they take people who make illegal mods very personally. But the opinion on the devs is that mods have, by and large, done far more good for the game than harm.
Yeah.
You're free to disagree with that. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but just so you know where the devs are coming from, the people who most intimately know the game love the modding community and think that most of the modding community has the best interests of the game at heart. There are some illegal mods out there. There are some mods that cause toxicity.
Oh, hello. Standard B. Oop, 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 oop. Sorry.
Video Svet, I'm not sure what you mean by can you fix problems with live. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Unsure of your meaning there, friendo.
Oh yeah, 823 damage. The way you are facing is a bad mod. Yeah, we did have to make that case, because that mod provides more information than you'd have from the minimap. It's the one that shows which direction people are facing on the minimap.
Oh boy.
So we don't want to offer a tactical advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought we were going to be outnumbered over here, but it seems like we've gotten a couple of friends coming to our assistance and our aid. So less problem.
Oh yeah, 600 damage. Hey Cabbage, Comet or Panther, which is better? Honestly, the Comet is a better tank, but you can have a lot of fun with the Panther, in my opinion. Oh man, me and the STRV just comboed that T-44 for 1100 hit points.
Oof, nice.
How much watchers you see? I don't know what that means. I see 500 have a problem with live. Wordchild says, does Wargaming have an ETN when you'll be back in the office? Well, unfortunately, Wordchild, the Austin level 4 was just extended for 2 months, so...
Oh.
Tragic and I are going to see if it's possible for us to start getting back in the studio relatively soon, but as far as, moving back full-time, I have no idea when that could happen. As far as us going into the office, twice a week to do the stream, that could possibly happen pretty soon. We'll see. But as far as things returning to normal here, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Luckily, we have adjusted to working remotely pretty well. One of the nice things about being a global corporation that works between 30 different offices is most of our systems are already set up to work remotely. Yeah, there's definitely no pressure for us to put ourselves in danger.
Yeah. Which I love, by the way. As someone,
really nice. It's very, it's an absolute
as someone
luxury.
with a cat who wants to walk on my keyboard, I definitely appreciate that I don't have to put the people around me in danger, especially since I live with people who are at risk in terms of health situations goes.
So basically, Tragic and I are talking about adding each other to our respective quarantine bubbles. And then we'll see if we can put on the stream from the studio. But it would just be us two there.
Oh, come on. I had that shot.
Johnny says then we wouldn't see Cabbage's bird. Yeah, unfortunately true.
I mean, you could bring the bird to the office.
Video, I'm honestly not sure what's causing that issue with the watchers. I don't think it's anything we can fix. It seems like the issue might be on YouTube's side.
Unless they're just, like, confused as to how we're responding to, like, questions that they don't see? In that case, we are streaming to several platforms.
He says he's seeing the viewer count is jumping around. I'm honestly not sure what could be causing that. Doubt's even there. I was curious if there is any plan for buffing the mid-tier British heavies, in particular the Black Prince. Used to be my favorite tank, but it's almost unplayable now with all the changes in the past few years. Feels like it wasn't scaled up match their tanks at all. No plans in the immediate term that I'm aware of. Doubt's even there. Although it's interesting that you brought up the Black Prince, because I think the Black Prince is, like, once it's fully upgraded, it can be okay. For me, the Churchill 6 is the one that really needs a buff. Video says viewers on the stream drop from 260 to 40 very fast. Is that a bug? I think it is a bug, Video, Svet. Most people watch us on Twitch over at twitch.tv/World of Tanks NA. I'm not sure what's going on with the YouTube numbers. That's strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
The Churchill 1 I feel like is decent for a tier 5. The Black Prince is kind of tough, but then you get to the Carnarvon, and the fully upgraded Carnarvon's actually a really good tank. But man, the Churchill 6 for me was just a disaster. Oh, we got a Sophie host, did we? Cool.
Hey.
Yeah, so Video Svet, I actually I'm not on the YouTube channel currently. We have the chat that combines all 3 channels we stream to. So I can't see just the YouTube page.
Woo, that was a good game.
Conjonic says the Carnarvon grind was hard to the top modules, and after that the tank was great. Yeah, for sure. The grind is tough. The stock Carnarvon grind is tough. Well, thanks for the raid, Sophie. I didn't know that that happened.
Hello, thank you.
Or the host or raid, one of the two.
Ooh, true or false?
And we got a win.
True or false? Heat/hesh/hep/he can go through fences, walls, and other destructible objects. Answer now in the Azarus extension.
Tragic leading the team in the Progetto.
Ooh. Nice. Good job, Tragic. I have had myself. Anyways, that is just about the end of the stream. We have about 7 minutes left, so we're just gonna answer any final questions that you guys have. If you have questions, go ahead and send them in chat, and we will feel free. We will answer as many as we can. So yeah.
And in the meantime, who are we gonna raid today on Twitch?
I will prep that. No answers yet.
H7 the boss says is true. Is what true?
It is true. Those shells do not go through.
Oh, the true false Azarus question.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Did Tragic Loss reduce enemy base capture points in the last battle playing the Progetto M34 in mod 46?
Did I? I don't know.
Cameron says, what are the looks on EBRs in the future? The devs have mentioned that they are planning on making some adjustments to those vehicles, but we don't have visibility on what that's going to look like yet.
Let's see. Is there any real reason why players with multiple accounts cannot have them merged? I don't think we have the ability to. There is no way to realistically merge accounts. Like, I don't even know how merging accounts would go. Do you mean, like, you wish you could have, like, all of your premium tanks in one account? If so, why did you make multiple accounts? That's the biggest one, is why did you make multiple accounts?
Good question.
Goodness.
When do Polish medium tanks arrive? Probably sometime later this year. Exact time to be determined by the development team. Warchild says, depends on how Cabbage says it now to see if he's a native Texan. Hold on, let me see if I can get it right. Is it pecan pie? It's pecan pie, right? It's not pecan pie.
Rigor wants to know why I can't redeem codes in game yet. It wasn't built into the client as a functionality. Otherwise, like, obviously you can redeem it on our website, but that one's the more frustrating, or it's kind of frustrating to do because you have to exit the game and go into the World of Tanks thing.
I think I've always pronounced it pecan pie.
Yeah.
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Woodchucks can actually chuck wood.
Yeah.
So well, I guess theoretically, if a woodchuck could chuck wood, but now you're creating an impossible scenario.
Is there going to be an Argentina tech tree? I can remember hearing somewhere, but not sure if legit. So a lot of having multi-nation tech trees was discussed at some point. So having basically any nation that has tanks, but not necessarily enough to fill out a tech tree was considered. We'll see if it comes in the future, but I would love to see more tank lines, even if they're not full tier 10 tank lines.
Felipe, our Argentinian and Latin American community manager, is doing the best he can to represent the case for the Argentinian tanks. And the dev team has largely been listening. So I think it's very possible we'll see one or possibly more at some point. I'm not sure what it'll look like.
Yeah.
It may not be a tree in the conventional sense.
Texas Rangers wants to know how you get to the European server. So you do have to download another instance. You can actually do that using WGC, or you can also use a mod that is in WG mod, our website, to be able to switch servers without having to change clients. So that is an option. There are two different options that you can do.
Rigger says, why can't you redeem codes in game yet?
That's already answered that.
Oh, yeah. Things we'd love to add to the client, but haven't gotten around to.
What tanks can work for a person who tends to rush forward? Well, it depends not too bad. If you rush forward to help your team, I would recommend a light tank, but you also have to learn where to spot and how to spot. Otherwise, you may want to have a tank that has really good frontal armor. So I would maybe recommend tanks that have really hard turrets.
Object
then you can...
268v4.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That
one as well.
We had soccer game mode in 2014, 2016, 2018. Are we getting it this year? I don't believe so, Super Monkey. We do have a ton of modes coming this year for the 10th anniversary, but the focus this year is on the 10th anniversary events like the Sturmtiger event and some more we have coming up. We also have Steel Hunter coming later this year. So I don't believe we're going to have soccer this year.
And then last question from Haffles Clan. Will it be possible to change account location like NA to EU? So it was discussed in the past to be able to transfer your account from one server to another server. However, we tried, and basically it was a lot of time that it took to be able to do so. And so until we have the software to easily move accounts, it takes way too much time to be able to even move one account over. So at this moment, not that we can see.
It's something we'd like to offer, and in the future, it's possible we'll develop the back-end support necessary to actually, ideally we even allow people to roam, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that looks like. It's another one of those things that just gets pushed down the line in favor of more important issues. It is a green sheet conure, by the way, Nilsson, and her name is Boudica.
All right. Anyways, guys, that is just about the end of the stream. We will be back on Thursday as usual. Our Thursday stream, if you guys didn't know, is 2 hours later than today's stream starts. So that starts at 6 p.m. CT or 7 p.m. Eastern time, and then that would be 4 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're in any of those other time zones, make sure you know what time to check in at.
We're going to be dropping the sheriff recruitment thread during next stream.
Yes.
So if you're interested in getting a deputy count, or your friends are, be here next Thursday, 6 p.m. U.S. Central. All right, folks. See you later.
And if you are on Twitch, we are going to be rating our lovely Nick Shocks. Nick Shucks. And
I don't
we
know if
will
he's
see
lovely.
you.
He's all right.
We will see you guys on Thursday. Bye bye all.
Bye, everyone.